Looking at my Ruger sp101, it is between the Smith & Wesson J-frame and K-frame. I put my model 1538 on the K-frame next to it for reference. If you've attended any of my concealed weapons classes, you've had a chance to shoot this gun. This gun's far more popular in the 357 Magnum. It carries 5 rounds. There's also a 38 special version which carries 5 rounds, and I believe they brought out a 327 version that carries 6. This particular one, all stainless steel, adjustable rear sight, fiber optic front. I will say this, Ruger got the fiber optic sight right, because I'm really bad about breaking fiber optic sights when I shoot a pistol a lot. They just don't hold up well to me as a rule. This gun's had 5, 6, 7,000 rounds put through it in the last 3 years. Extremely strong gun, 4-inch barrel, 22 long rifle. You know, shoots well, handles well. There's only one negative thing I can find about this, which is typical of the Ruger guns. Single action pull is very sweet, and I've polished what I could on it and put some reduced power springs in it. I can't go with lighter springs or it becomes unreliable. So I've got as light as it can go, and it has the typical heavy Ruger double action. And I know you can't feel it, but whereas I could usually pull this straight back very easily on a Smith, particularly a Model 17, which I grew up shooting, this one's heavier. The interesting thing is that's common on your Ruger revolvers. This gun does what a 22 should do. It shot a bunch of rounds downrange. It'll shoot 22 long, 22 short, CB caps, snake shot. It's not really finicky. I tend to shoot, for my small game and general pest control, I tend to shoot the CCI Mini Mag hollow points in it. They do well. Where this gun has come into its own as a trainer, despite the double action trigger being heavy and the factory trigger I found entirely too heavy to be satisfactory for training people. That's why it had to be reduced. It was not a want, it was a got to. Then, you know, it's just the right size. Typically fits my hand well. Got a little bit pinky hanging off. But a lot of times these guns are used to teach ladies, and their hands tend to be smaller than the average males, and it does well with that. I'm not saying ladies should limit themselves to the 22. I'm just saying I have a lot of fun shooting the 22, and because I use it as a trainer gun, the 22 cartridge is economical, and because of its low recoil and noise, it allows people to focus on what's important, and that's their sight alignment and their trigger control. So with the exception of the heavy trigger, I can't say anything other than positive about this gun. It carries 8 shots. I've used it to dispatch some coyotes, a fox, and quite a few poisonous snakes around here. So it does what it does, and it does it well. Later on.